fam? Yeah, we've been going through it. Oh man. So it all started a few weeks ago when I got a speeding ticket. Told you guys about that. And I at the time I said it comes in threes. It comes in threes. So after the speeding ticket, hopefully you can hear me. What up, GT Jack? What up, Jake Dorton? All right, can I bring up the chat? Top chat, live chat. There we go. What's going on, fam? Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update because this is bogus. Anyways, comes in threes. Can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me. There's no like mixer deal, so thank you, Jake. All right, so yeah, speeding ticket a few weeks ago. And I was like, it comes in threes. And then my car engine started smoking, so that's cool. It's in the shop currently. Turns out, thankfully, looks like it's just a valve gasket, so shouldn't be too terrible on the expenses. But it still sets me back a little bit, so so that was number 2. And I just chalk up the entire last week as being number 3. With first Wednesday, Tuesday, you guys, you saw the live Tuesday, started getting sick then, and then I wasn't able to stream that night. And to top that off, my internet was out. We had an outage Wednesday. Was going to try and go live again Thursday, but I was still pretty under the weather, but internet was out again, so that's cool. It actually came back on for a couple of hours Thursday, and it went back out. And it was out most of the day Friday. I think it was out until yesterday, until like literally like an hour or two before the Netflix fights. And yeah, we didn't even go like a whole hour before, or a whole 24 hours before internet went out again. And literally the internet went out like an hour and a half prior to when I was going to go live, even though it was going to be a little later, but and then Friday or Saturday, my wife woke up with these like bumps on her. We thought it was a mosquito got caught in the covers or something, and but then it started getting bigger and kind of started getting some swelling. The reason why we were thinking brown recluse is because they started like getting like it was really bad on her arm here. And it was like whelping all the way around it. But it was kind of weird because we were thinking It's like, how was it bed bugs? Because I mean, how could we get bed bugs? I mean, we keep everything real nice and clean and all that. And I didn't get bit up at all. I didn't get bit up by a mosquito or anything like that. It was just her. Um, so we were thinking maybe brown recluse. It was just like, man, that kind of sucks. Um, so eventually it was just like, yeah, you need to go to the ER to get it checked out because that could become something serious. So she went to the ER. Thankfully, she had pulled a bunch of brush and stuff out from underneath one of the bushes in the back, and thankfully it ended up being just there was some poison ivy in there, and it got all over her. So thankfully, that was all that it. Hopefully, that's all that it was. That's what the doctor said. So she got a shot, some antibiotics and stuff, and so she should recover, get better within a few days. So thankful for that. But her being at the ER pushed me back on my time, and then it was just like, and then like an hour and a half before I was supposed to go live, I was like, I came upstairs to my office and turned on the computer and opened up TradingView, and it said, "You don't have any internet connection." I was like, "No, no." And I look over at my Wi-Fi extender. It's got the red light on it, red light of death, and I'm just like, "Of course." So then, I have a Wi-Fi adapter. I was going to try to do hotspot, and I plugged in my old Wi-Fi adapter. But since I updated or got the SSD on my computer, apparently the driver for that didn't switch over, so it's not recognizing the Wi-Fi adapter, and I couldn't find it in the files on the old drive and to be able to move it over. Thank you, Jesus saves. And so I couldn't even connect to the hotspot. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live. I'm gonna give everyone an update. Let's see. We dropped down to 6 people. We got up to 24. That's cool. Nobody wants to hear my update, but that's all right. We we see who the real ones are. I can't see who's in here, but we see who the real ones are. And yeah, so it's been a tough one, guys, and you know, I wanted to give some insights, but my brain is still I'm still recovering from the illness too. So, but Bitcoin's hitting us 76,060. Maybe soon. We've been talking about it. But we're sitting at 76,836 doll hairs. We have broken below the previous range, the November, December, January range, at 3 month range, acre VWAP. And looks like we are going to be heading lower, potentially down to the next anchored VWAP, which sits at about $73,532. So I don't even know if you can see it. I'm looking. I might have to turn the green screen off to do it, but yeah, I think we might be going lower. I mean, I've been pointing out the equal lows at 70,000, about 70,260, and so. I mean, we came up into the heavy resistance zone. We didn't tap the golden pocket. I thought we might, but we did not. So, and we have now lost the 50% retrace of the range. So, heading lower. But the 4-hour is getting into oversold on the RSI, but that doesn't really mean anything. If anything, it means that the strength in the move, the downwards move is pretty strong. I mean, do have volume picking up here a little bit, um, but not by much. Also, I have a new strategy I think I've figured something out. At least um, for New York, it's going to be very interesting. Once I actually get my internet back up and I can actually stream again and get on my trading view, I am so excited to share this because uh, you guys probably know, but I'm very much into ICT or SMC, smart money concepts, and it plays very well with stock markets, with stock futures. But there's also a little thing called Bitcoin futures, CME futures. And it is, it will be specifically a New York session strategy. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it because if you strip away the extended trading hours and you just do the regular trading hours, the levels play quite well. And add in some volume, some session volume profile into it. Chef's kiss. VWAP, anything, it's just volume indicators, and price action. That's all it is. Session, time, and price. And so, very much excited. Now we're down to 3. We keep cutting it lower and lower. Very much excited to share that. So, uh, I've been trying to do stuff in the background, while I've been dealing with life. And so hopefully, hopefully, says it's supposed to come back on 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we'll see. And hopefully it will. But I don't know. We will see what happens. And but yeah, so really excited to share that. Valve cover gasket for free still stands, man. It's a hell of a drive by. I got you, but I got you. Appreciate that, Jake. It's all right. I appreciate it. We get it. We'll get it done. My dad and I were considering just doing it ourselves, but we'll see. Found some other issues. Hopefully they'll fix my AC that I haven't had in. This will be my 5th year without AC in my car. I have an ish box, just so you know. I don't have anything even new, fancy. I ride my vehicles until the wheels fall off, and so I don't really. I don't know. I've had this car for 14 years. My grandfather left it to me when he passed, and I've just been driving it, man. I am not I'm not much of a car guy. Super tech. Not so much into the cars, but not that I don't like them, and not that I don't have my favorites, and not that I don't know a decent amount about them, but my thing with cars is, does it get me from point A to point B? That's all that I really care about. So uh, I really don't care outside of that. Um, my next car, want to be a truck, a GMC Sierra, if I can, blacked out, maybe Denali, but those things are pricey. So we'll see. I was actually thinking about an electric Toyota Tacoma, like the hybrid. One, I like Toyotas. I like Tacomas, and it's a pretty beastie of a truck. But my thing is the gas prices. The gas prices. I'm so tired of paying them. So Electric is just so much cheaper. I know it's a hybrid, so you do both, um, but anyways, getting besides the point. Um, yeah, I saw something the other day that's very interesting. I'll probably go over it on stream if I can find the post. Someone retweeted it on X, and it's basically going over the stock market and how it's gone through 25-year cycles, and there's like an initial tech boom, and then it's like it's almost like you have the foundational tech boom, and then you have the layer on top of it, tech boom. Um, for instance, you had uh, you went from analog to digital, and then you had like the internet boom. Then you have your electronic devices boom, something like that, and then you have the AI boom. If you go by these cycles, though, and they have repeated for the last 100+ year, or I guess 75 years. No, about 100 years. It's about 25 years of bull, 9 years of bear. 25 years of bull, 9 years of bear. And essentially, but there's like two different booms within that bull. And we have entered basically the beginning of the second boom of this bull, which is the AI boom. And the AI boom, if we are to continue to follow that same model, that same pattern, the AI boom would go into like 2034, which is a theory that I've already kind of had, is that this AI boom is going to go longer than people think. There will be corrections, decent corrections along the way, but there won't be like a 9-year secular bear market. That would come after the AI boom. So this is what we call the wall of worry. Like, it's like you start to climb and like nobody really believes that it's going to keep going. You get a deep 10-20% correction in the stock market and everybody thinks it's over, and then it just V-shaped recovers and just keeps going. And we keep seeing that over and over and over again. And those corrections last like 3 to 6 months. I think sometimes even a year, but it's not consecutive years, and it's not the 9-year secular bear market. It's just a correction to allow for capital to come back in so that people can reinvest into the AI boom. And if you think the AI boom is anywhere near over, I don't know what to tell you. I don't believe it is, man. We are so early into the AI boom. There's just still so much growth to happen with that. And so I think it's going to keep going. Now, where does Bitcoin and crypto fit into all of this? Well, the stock market can keep going up, and Bitcoin can do its normal 1-year bear market, which I think is what we're getting. And we might be starting to get into that next correction for the stock market. And if we get into that next correction for the stock market, what do you think that does with Bitcoin? Bitcoin goes down. And this is where we get the potential next leg down for Bitcoin. But then once that bottoms out and the stock market bottoms out, and then the stock market starts to recover towards maybe later this year, then we can start to see some recovery in Bitcoin and crypto as we usually do. Continuing the 4-year cycle, which still I don't believe there's any reason to believe it's not going to continue. So I probably should have turned that on a while ago. I could have at least turned my lights on. Oh gosh, now I look all oily. So yeah, but I guess I should keep this short and sweet. I do appreciate all of you that stopped by and whatnot. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But hey, I mean, at least it looks like Bitcoin's doing what we thought it was going to do. We'll see. There's still, we didn't really come out with any kind of significant deal with China from the 48-hour summit. Other than yeah, you can take Taiwan. But I actually learned something new the other day, and that was so. In order to make these chips, you got to like melt silicon, but you have to melt it in like these, I think it's quartz bowls, so that the silicon doesn't get contaminated. And where that quartz comes from is in North Carolina. The purest form, 99%. And without that, you really can't make these chips. Now, I did see someone say that some foreign companies own, of course, for some reason, foreign companies own those mines, those quartz mines. However, location does matter, and they are in the US. So, if you want to take Taiwan, China, sure. You still, in some kind of way, gotta come to us. So, anyways, that's all I got, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it short and sweet. Thank you to all of you that did show up and hit that like button. I do greatly appreciate it. I will hopefully be able to do the real thing tomorrow. I miss it. I miss you guys. And yeah, just really, really ready to get back in it. So yeah, thank you guys for all the love and support. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Peace. How do I end this thing? Is it just the X button? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Oh, yes. Love you guys. Bye.